man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home. What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Most exciting man in boxing. Exciting man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wilder, WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellas Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Man, 122 pounds, 10 and 5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, you got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to check. That's $3. That's the rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there. $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, you know, if you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos. Some of the videos in the All-Stars will too. And priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments you get priority reply. No instant, that's $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more. So here's where you're going to get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon. Peace.
All right, we in here. Make sure I hit the thumbs up button and we lit. We're going to talk about Lomachenko, WBO mandate Lomachenko to beat George Kambosos mandatory. All right, we're going to talk about Benavidez pump fake rebuttal to Demetrius Andrade and Eddie Hearn. And we're going to talk about the 139,000 pay-per-view buys big star Keith Thurman did on PBC with the wobbly, flop it like it's hot. PBC out here flopping. Once again, I appreciate everybody that's listening to on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter today. You can click the, if you're on YouTube, you can click the link tree link in the description. You can find me everywhere, and it'll periodically pop up for everybody in the chat on Twitter and on Twitch, on YouTube. So just click the Find Me Everywhere app. You'll find me everywhere. I am Spotify, Goodfella TV podcast, Goodfella TV podcast with Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, obviously Goodfella TV. You can find me on Twitch, Goodfella_TV313. So just hit that link tree app in the description and pop up in the chat for Twitch and Facebook. And then you watching on Twitch and YouTube, you watching on Twitter, you could just go to my bio on the link tree there as well. So I mean, at the end of the day, we could pick off kind of where we left off last night. We could talk about the Haney situation. A lot of people saying it ain't fair. This, that, and the third. It is what it is. Shoot, life ain't fair. Like Too Short say, man, life is too short. You know, I rock with Devin and Bill, my peoples. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, Bob Arum gave him enough amount of time for the WBC to order the fight. The WBC never ordered the fight. They never called. They called Kambosos undisputed. So at the end of the day, Devin Haney should be blaming the WBC for not ordering his fight. And Eddie Hearn is the one who linked and revealed this situation. He said that the WBO gonna order, and we know what they call the WBO is what Bob ordered. You know, and that's exactly what it is. It's exactly what Bob ordered. So it don't surprise me. I knew this ace was gonna be in Bob's back pocket, bro. I knew it. I knew this ace was gonna be in Bob back pocket. So and Eddie Hearn didn't close the deal. Now it's being said that Devin is willing to do everything possible to make this fight happen. Like, bruh. And the holdup I found out last night was the fact is that Devin Haney wanted the second fight to be in America. And Lomachenko wanted the second fight. He was willing to have a second fight with Kambosos in Australia. That was the holdup. So, you know, like I said before, Haney wasn't willing to have a 2-fight deal going to Australia twice. Lomachenko was willing to go to Australia twice. So I can't be mad at that. Like, bro, I don't even want to go once. So now Devin Haney is saying that he'll take the same deal. We'll get there in a minute. So it said the WBO has now officially ordered George Kambosos Jr. to defend his WBA, WBC franchise, IBF, and WBO lightweight world titles versus Vasiliy Lomachenko. Next, according to Eddie Hearn, who said he's still trying to make Devin Haney fight to supersede this. How can he make Devin Haney fight superseding this? The WBC don't even rock with Devin Haney. If they did, they could have ordered this fight long ago and cleared up confusion. But if they clear up confusion for the franchise title with Devin Haney, then they're going to be calling to clear it up with whoever else got it. Estrada, Canelo, all these other different guys that may end up, then they got to answer why. They don't even understand the title fully. See what I'm saying? So it don't even matter. WBC do not want to clear up belts. They do not want to make less belts. They're in a money-making business. We be crooks. They are in a money-making business. So why would they want to take money out their mouths? If Canelo don't want to fight nobody, he franchise. He don't have to fight nobody. Keep Bob Arum happy. If Loma don't want to fight nobody, he franchise. That's where all the belts came in existence at, is that the promoters didn't want to work together. When they would order these title eliminators and all of that, and these promoters didn't want to work with each other. And they would ignore the title eliminators, and the WBC would be like, you know what? They'd be like, you know what? Now we're just going to create more belts to keep everybody happy. And that's exactly what happened. They are creating more belts to keep everybody happy. And that's why you got a lot of belts, because none of the other promotional companies will work together to make these fights. So that's the question why you got all these belts, because promotional companies would not work with each other. You know, or Bradley versus, Spence, and Bradley said, no, I don't want to do this. So, what's the point of having, title fights if nobody, or eliminators, if nobody gonna fight the eliminator? Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense, bro. So that's what it is on that point. So y'all want to be mad why so many titles? Blame promotional companies and managers and advisors for not working with each other. That's who to blame. Not Devin Haney in the 23rd and a half hour. Now he's saying that Devin Haney says he's willing to take the exact same deal that Vasiliy Lomachenko has reportedly agreed to in order to secure the George Kambosos Jr. fight from himself next. So now that he getting desperate. Now he's willing to do anything that Kambosos say do. Now Kambosos could take $1 million off of Devin plate and put it on his plate because he's desperate. Kambosos could do whatever he want to do. Now it's his internet, gang getting together saying that Devin deserved to fight. He should get the fight. Loma don't deserve to fight. Whoop-de blam, blamly blue. It is what it is. It's up to Kambosos. And now that he waited so late to say, I'm willing to do whatever you say. Now the WBO has ordered it. Now Kambosos can always drop the WBO and fight Devin Haney, but then if I'm fighting Devin Haney with the WBO, now I'm not undisputed now.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
That's Bob Arum. I'll do it again. That's Bob Arum.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
So Bob tagged the WBO, said, hey, y'all owe me a favor. You know what it stands for. You know what the acronym is. What Bob ordered. And they said, you're right, Bob. It's your belt. You can have it your way. He said he ordered it. Now Kambosos could just drop the belt, but then what Devin Haney and Eddie Hearn been crying for, they've been crying undisputed. But you crying undisputed, right? But the WBC won't say this is undisputed. They say Kambosos undisputed. So, like I said before, it is what it is. Free 313. Appreciate it. Detroit in the house. And Brooklyn in the house. Ricky E, salute. Don Banks, salute. Here to there. What it do? Make sure y'all can super chat, donate, Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good 313, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, PayPal link to find out what goodies I got today as far as Cash App size. So, yep. But yeah, now you want to do what you want to say. And Bob came out and said,
Come on, get him out of here. Move him out of here.
Get him out of here. It's too late. It's too late. You want to get it on the good foot, too late, WBO. They're going to have to pay George to drop that belt. Talking about Haney and them. So it is what it is. I mean, honestly, do you honestly care? Do you honestly go, Lomachenko to get the fight? Okay. Shakur Stevenson, he fight Valdez, he win. He going to eventually move up and fight Lomachenko. Bob already showing you his box in the hand. Showing you the next play. You know, I would love to make the African American community proud to have Shakur, if he gets past Oscar Valdez, take on the Ukrainian Jesus, white Jesus, as Negro Fight Fit would say, yeah, man. Early 2023. We like Vegas. I'm telling y'all, man, it's too predictable. Too predictable. Now Haney want to say, you know, I do what you say. Too late. We need more money to drop this belt. Come on. Now you're trying to supersede. How do you supersede it unless you pay the WBC to order this fight? How does that work?
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
How does it work? You should have been doing this from day one. From day one, this should have been the play.
To this day.
Mr. T. Salute should have petitioned for the French fry belt. Devin had damn near a year to do this. He couldn't. I mean, they say it's non-transferable. Who knows? At least it's not the crying Garcia. It is what it is. They know if he fight Garcia, it was never going to happen. So it didn't matter. They knew if it's Ryan Garcia, it wasn't going to happen. Yo, great video on the pay-per-view numbers, Chad. Appreciate it, Chad. Appreciate it.
What was the first thing I said to you?
So it is what it is. This is where we at with it. It's a standoff. So, you know, who he gonna go with? Is he gonna keep he ain't undisputed either way. Either way you go. Could they get a deal in place where Devin and then Loma take on the winner? No.
What is he talking about? Now, why would he say that?
No, but either way, he ain't undisputed. He fight Devin, drop the WBO, he ain't undisputed. Unless he go to WBO, get an exception, promise to fight Loma after that, then cool. So that's his only option. Fight, do that, then fight Devin for undisputed. But if he got to drop a belt, drop the WBO, fight Devin, you ain't undisputed. Fight Lomachenko, you ain't undisputed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're not undisputed. That is what it is. No matter how hard he try, he is not undisputed either way, unless he able to fight Devin Haney and retain the WBO belt. No matter how much I want to say it, there is a dispute. They created a belt to avoid Devin Haney, and Devin Haney gonna continue to hold on to the WBC regular belt. Is the worst position Devin Haney can have right now. That's the worst position Devin Haney can have right now. Why? Because he cannot challenge. He cannot challenge for another belt. You know, he can't challenge for a franchise belt. You already the WBC regular champion. You can't move. You can't be ranked another sanctioned belt body. I don't know why they don't order alphabet champions. He can't move. So, I mean, where are you at now? He's stuck in the same position. The same position. It's nothing that he can do. And it's messed up. It's messed up. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they figure out something. Going to 140, you go up there, ain't nothing but a risk. It's risk. That's the honest truth. Ain't nothing but risk up there. That's the only thing that's popping up there is risk. Low reward, high fights. And then, you know, he had some words with Gary Anton Russell. You look up there and say, well, you know, he can fight Gary Anton. Gary Anton Russell is not even ranked in any of the top 15 sanctioned. Except he's not ranked in any of the top 15 sanctioned belt bodies. So think about that for a minute. So if he get past Victor Postal, which is supposed to be on the Colbert undercard, right, then maybe so. Then maybe so that can happen. But right now, don't look possible. Don't look possible. So, I mean, it is what it is. A lot of these dudes, you know, you chose to stay in the gray area and keep that Reggie belt. I ain't mad at it. It brings a certain amount of money too. Too late, Haney can't defend you in this. Can't. Laugh out. So now that Loma signed a deal, now Haney says he will be. Well, Loma ain't signed no deal though. Kevin, that's a lie. Loma, to our knowledge, Loma hasn't signed the deal. I think Bob got tired of waiting, so he has a WBO order to fight. Bob got tired of waiting. So he said, what are you doing? Sign the contract. What are you doing, Kambosos? He said, you have an issue signing the contract? Here, I'll give you some help. Gave him some help. Mandated it. That's how a real veteran do. That's what real veterans do. Mandated it. Bob, a cold boy. And then it's this fake black outrage from the black YouTubers, man. I don't care what they local dummy box community, black, so it's fake outrage. Because if you ain't consistently black across the boards, and I know you had your exceptions, then you know what's the difference? What's the difference than what you've been saying? So ain't nobody trying to hear all that fake black crying and stuff when you support some fighters and then you don't support all black fighters. I'm good on that. And your reasoning you can't even justify the reasoning for not supporting all black fighters. The reasoning is what? Well, you know, he didn't give me no interview. You know, he ain't talk to town or something like that. You just like, okay, bro. Okay. So what? It's a lot of people that in this industry that don't want to interview. Some of them suck it up in their interview. Some of them don't. You know, Lomachenko told me, he said, no, I don't do interview. That's what he told me. You think I hold a grudge against Lomachenko? Absolutely not. It's absolutely not. Who cares if a fighter don't talk to you? Because he won't let you make money off your name. But then you turn around and diss him. We'll talk to you neither. Suleiman changed the rules. You can petition to win a franchise belt now. I ain't seen nobody do it yet. So, I mean, I feel you. But I ain't seen nobody do it yet.
What's that?
Had a dream. He said, that's what I'm saying, Kevin. Haney just exposed himself. How does he expose himself? Now, and then after WBI take this out, look, he wouldn't want to come. He didn't want to fight 2 times in Australia. Fine. Lomachenko's willing to fight 2 times in Australia. Bam. You can hit the link tree out. You can find me anywhere. Shout out to everybody that's listening on Twitch. He said, bro, Haney never wanted this the fight just like Loma fight. He used these fanboys. How he never wanted the Loma fight? Loma the one that signed this belt away. Not Haney. Loma the one that signed for the franchise belt. I'm not letting you get away with that one, Kev. I'm not, Kev.
All right. Let's go.
Yeah, we're not letting him get away. That Lomachenko signed because Bob, I don't think he was scared to fight Devin. Bob didn't want it. You know, I will defend him on that one. But yeah, I want to go to Australia twice. You might as well go ahead and rent a condo out for you. You're going to be over there a year. So you'll say they fight in June. So you at least need to get over there a month ahead. You're gonna be over there in May, then June. Then you're gonna fly home and come back in December. You might as well just, Lomachenko might as well just rent something out for 6 months, lease something for 6 months, and just stay over there, bro. Kambosos said himself that he was willing to fight a good fight in Australia and then come back to United States and do something after that. Now he won 2 fights in Australia. Fine. He earned that right, but that's what he said. I didn't put the words in his mouth. He said, I want to do a good fight in Australia, no tune-up. Then I come back to America and do something. Come on. He said that. I don't let Lomachenko go over there. What is it going to change for Lomachenko? He get the 3 belts. Maybe they put the ring if the ring went on the line versus Teofimo Lopez. So what? What does that change in the trajectory of American boxing? What does that change for Lomachenko? They're already gonna always find a way to put him in the Hall of Fame. He's not undisputed. What does it change? Soon as Devin vacate the belt, then he gonna fight for the Reggie belt and call undisputed. His fanboys gonna say, "Well, Devin never wanted it." Then Devin Haney fans gonna say, "Look what he did." What does it matter? Lomachenko is not pushing the numbers that Haney pushing. Of course, Lomachenko giving money back. He probably getting Ukrainian TV money. They say Loma worth $20 million. They ain't based off what he doing in America. That's probably based off him streaming, getting his TV money in his hometown in Ukraine, home country. What does it change for Lomachenko in America? Nothing. The 4 belts is not going to put a packed crowd in Madison Square Garden. It's not going to put a packed crowd in L.A. where he fought Anthony Corella and nobody showed up. He go down to the Toyota Center. It's not going to pack it out. He go to Cleveland, Detroit, Indiana, Florida. I think he is a hell of a fighter. He's not a draw unless he go home to the Ukraine. That's after he lost to Teofimo Lopez. Where do you go home now? I got to get that side clip. Where do you go from here, Loma? I go home. Harry, what's going on? He said the mandatory now. So yeah, he can always drop the belt. Either way, he ain't undisputed. Either way, he fight Lomachenko. He still ain't undisputed. He fight Devin Haney, drops the WBO. He ain't undisputed. He found a way to keep the WA fight. Then he had Devin Haney. Is the only way he undisputed. He said, "Bob, push the buttons." You ain't lying.
After 3 boring minutes, The Rock says, "Know your role and shut your mouth."
That's what Bob said. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without WBO to step 2. Step 2. Okay, reports were saying Loma side. Oh, maybe he did. It's his side. You can't. You can sign your side. Kambosos never signed his side. It don't mean nothing. It takes 2 to get in. It takes 2 to mingle. Of course, Loma signed his side. Lomachenko's, licking his chops right now. Lomachenko licking his chops right now. Lomachenko, they playing Ukrainian funeral music. Johnson salute. Yeah, hit the like button. Come on, man. How much do it cost to hit the like button, bro? How much? It's free. Free falling. I didn't mean to do that, but that was good on point. My thing is Kambosos Haney or Kambosos Loma are both great fights. I don't get the bitterness. You know why? The brother man ain't getting the fight, so I ain't fighting either. I ain't watching that fight, my brother. All these fake pro-black YouTubers and they minions, they don't even be buying Earl Spence fights. They don't probably buy the tickets. They probably counterfeit the tickets. Had a girlfriend buy the tickets or something. I'll be trying to hear that. Show me receipts. Don't show me no $50 Spence ticket. Probably got it on a discount. I know for a fact they give away tickets. PBC tickets. Exactly. Keep pushing. It is what it is. It is what it is. Time for you to either wait for the winner, go up to 140, shoot. We've been through this whole thing again with black fighters over and over and over. I'm not gonna hold my head down over this one. It's messed up for Haney. I already knew he wasn't gonna fight you. When he got beat up by Lee Selby and got a gift, the rules of We Be Crooks changed as they see. Yeah, it changes on the dollar. It does. If you read their law, if you read their rules, it changes on the dollar. That's what it is. Sean, what it do, dog? It changes on the dollar. How you think Al Heyman got Keith Thurman ranked number 3, bro? Come on.
Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, Randy. He just did 8,500 MSG. That's what Teofimo Lopez backyard. In Australia, they suspected 53,000. He said Bob pushed the button. He did.
What is he talking about? Now, why would he say that?
He did. Roy Bob order. That's what WBO stand for, in our opinion. Loma doing the Birdman rub. It's what it is. Ain't too much you can do about it now. He is. Hey yo, playing Ukrainian funeral music, man. Okay. I get a bar for that. I get a bar for that. Bars. I should be in Smack URL. Bars. Ain't nothing but a poetry slam. I swear that's all that is. It's a poetry slam. That's all it is. It's a poetry slam. You be like, man. You be listening. You be like, man. It's a poetry slam. I used to watch Smack Your. I was used to, man. I don't know. I just don't watch it no more. Nothing personal. He said, Bob and Fish Eyes been tapping Eddie ribs. Like, you know, they've been gang banging, right? They been gang banging Eddie Hearn. Pause.
Hey. Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, man.
They been ponying down on Eddie. Kevin, Loma side of the deal that ESPN put on the table. Come on, of course they gonna say that, bro. He signed this deal. Of course he signed. Look at it. Look, he got a whole stake. Ain't no fight signed. Oh, George Kambosos get whooped on twice in front of his fans versus Lomachenko. Then he get the whoop. He fight Haney, he get to get whooped on in Australia. Then he got to come to America and get whooped on. Come on. What Tank versus Barrios numbers do? Come on, man. You got to watch the channel, man. Damn, I did a video on it. Damn. You have to wait, bro.
The world, Craig. Shit, not just the city, the world.
He said, what you mean? Yeah, that gangbang his ass. I don't miss no words. Pause. Ran the train. They run the train on Eddie, bro.
Good job, Al Heyman.
Hey, smoking that smoke, drinking that drink, gang banging. Gang banging, smoking that smoke. Frank Warren and Bob been smashing. They been slammed. Dun 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 dun. Let the boys be boys. They gonna make Eddie say uncle. They gonna make Eddie say uncle. I like it too, man. Eddie think he can come over here, and you think Bob ain't gonna join forces with to stop you? Shoot, you crazy. Nah, let's go Benavidez that stuff real quick, right? Be real quick and cook Keith Thurman, man. Saute Keith, air fry Keith. What else? Oven roast Keith. Put him in the toaster oven. Put him in the toaster. Roast Keith. We about to cook Keith. Don't worry. Hold your horses. Hold your horses, okay?
All right. Let's go.
So now, real quick, David Benavidez team trying to act tough. He said, Eddie Hearn, I forgot to call Samson, Matchroom Box. Eddie, why you didn't call? Okay, now if you a little bit, I'll address you. I ain't gonna do that. You know, but hold on. So Isaac Cruz versus Yurkis Gamboa gonna be on the Spence undercard. So cool, that's cool. So this is so So basically, what happened was they said that on the Boxing Voice, it was going around on Twitter. They said that they need more money. They need more money to fight Andrade than it would take to fight Canelo. Now, Benavidez called whiff of it and said he'd take the 7. He'd take the 7. Why Eddie? Eddie ain't calling. Like, why would I even play game? Why would I waste my breath? And I don't know how many a nigga got left. Shout out to Hov. You know what I'm saying? Why would Eddie even waste his time? Y'all said publicly that y'all want more money to fight Demetrius Andrade than it take to make the Canelo fight. Why would I call you? Now they trying to play tough. Now they trying to be on the same code. Now they trying to have those same shoes and step on the same accord. Well, Moneybagg Yo he said we got the same shoes on, but you ain't gonna step. So now they trying to put memes and trying to cover up. PBC don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke with the smoke, dog. Root, root, root. And now they got to make memes act like Eddie the one that said that, this. And then they gonna say, well, Eddie, you put up the money, we fight on Showtime. Like, get out of here. No. Benavidez, you had your one shot. You missed your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. Come on. Let me take my knee like Eminem. Let me take my knee like Eminem. Thanks, Eminem. Thanks, Eminem. If Eminem didn't take that knee, I don't know where we'll be at. But so yeah, now they're trying to play mind. They're trying to play mind tricks and say now they're trying to make it seem like Demetrius Andrade is ducking. Now I don't even remember hearing Demetrius Andrade say anything too much about this fight. And now they're trying to make memes and make like Eddie's the villain and Eddie's the reason the fight not happening. You went on TV and you said that. I mean, you went on the Boxing Voice in their new beautiful studio. Shout out to Ness, man. Great studio, Vegas, beautiful. So you went on there and he said that they need more money to fight Demetrius Andrade than Canelo Alvarez. Now you want to post memes. Samson like 70,000 years old. He don't even know how to make that memes. His grandkids, his great grandkids made this shit. Come on, you did all that talking. Now you trying to put dirt over the grave that you made for Benavidez. No, I ain't talking to y'all. Let's call the purse bid and then we'll get serious. Let's have a WBC, y'all. David Benavidez get past Dave Lemieux, which should be so easy. He get past Dave Lemieux. Demetrius Andrade got Ascension versus Zach Parker. He get past Zach Parker. Let's have the WBO, WBC, order a purse bid for 2 interim champions, right? You do 2 interim champions. And let's see who got the bigger bag. They're not going to do that. Eddie win the purse bid. They're going to say, they're going to be like Dillian White. They go sign the contract. Even though Dillian ain't going to sign on the last day. Dillian ain't going to sign the contract on the last day. That's what he going to do. They're going to, and they get signed a contract. Then they're going to say, I need money to promote the fight and all this stuff. I ain't got time for them, man. Eddie Hearn should stop entertaining premier boxing champion fighters. Stop entertaining. You try to steal their hoes. It didn't work, Eddie. Let it be. Let it be. You tried to steal them. Didn't work.
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
He offered Tank $7 million. Tank said Al told me it wasn't real. It was all fun and game. Cool. Let PBC die. Everybody should box PBC out and don't share a date with them. Don't share a cherry with them. Don't share a Lay's sour cream Ruffles chip with them. Let PBC die. Don't give them no resources. We ain't no fraternity. This ain't no brotherhood. We ain't the white. We ain't the red. Let PBC die. Stop mentioning their fighters. Let PBC create their own belt. Let them build their own bid. They all cap.
Good googly moogly.
They all cap. Then they want all this money to fight. And then they want you to put the money up and then put it on their TV. Forget PBC, bro. Then they now here making memes about graves that they ain't built. Yeah, Samson about 1,000 years old. Samson don't know how to even tag Eddie Hearn. He can't even see the screen to tag him. You said this, Samson. You said this. Ness act like he couldn't believe what he hear. These people, these pro PBC, they front because PBC get them access. And someday you got to have a code. If it ain't as a journalist, if it ain't as a woman, if it ain't as a man, you got to have a code for yourself. Like I said, access to the media room, you can't even ask the questions that you want to ask. You don't need press credentials. The amount of money Ness making on YouTube, he could just show up to the fight. Just go in a hotel lobby. Everybody know what hotel they staying at. You get the better interviews that way. He said he met Al Heyman. He begged him for an interview. He said, no. He said, you know what this is doing for my... No. We need guys like Ness. You know, we know being can't call a spade a spade. I understand the whole relationship with Floyd. But niggas need to call a spade, bro. Ness will be a huge get to tell the truth about PBC. I ain't asking him to lie. Once I ain't asking him to say nothing that's not truthful. I'm not saying, hey man, say you use my hair product and say it work, even though it burnt your head off like Mara from like my man's from Home Alone. We not asking Ness to do nothing. Like, bro, he'd be a huge part of the movement, bro. You gonna hurt some feelings. That's regardless. He hurting feelings on his platform regardless. You hurt Wilder's feelings.
To this day.
It is what it is, no matter if you step a thin line in this industry, or somebody always gonna get their feelings hurt, bro. Even you be like, man, I am just, I ain't mean to hurt your feelings. You hurt my feelings. That's the industry, bro. And you heard a man come on your platform and certify everything that I've been saying about PBC. Everything you've been saying about PBC. You know they ducks. You know Earl ducking. Ness been at this game way longer than me. Got a company, it's beautiful, new studio, all that stuff. He put us on Terrence Crawford. He was the first one to talk about Terrence Crawford. You got mad because he didn't want to give you an interview, and now you're going to lie for PBC to get in their rinky-dink events. When Pacquiao and Mayweather came around, they boxed all y'all out. You just a flunky, bro. And they going down too. It don't even matter. They going down. They ducking on wax and people turning a blind eye to it. To me, that's terrible. Call a spade a spade. Somebody get mad at you, so be it, bro. You got border wars. Y'all can shoot the fade up and line them up like with the Indies.
Come
on, but that's my thing about it, bro. Everybody want to turn a blind eye to stay in a fraternity that's about to die. You want to stay in a circle that's about to die. That's what's happening. That's what happened. You in a fraternity that's dying slow. He told his man to his face, and they said, so you're saying he trying to give him a way out. Come on, he said what he said. He said what he said.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
He said what he said. Can't get mad about it.
It's my job to handle life and death situations on a daily basis. It's what I do, and I'm very good at it.
And I'm very good at it. It's common sense. Most of this is all public information. It's all public information, bro. He said I meant to place my bet on the grammar. Hey, yo, he said Bob trying to smoke Eddie Hearn pack this year. Damn, Eddie fight back. Hey, 90-year-old man upside Eddie Hearn, 42-year-old head. What's going on? Shout out to Renardo, man. Support me on both. Man, check out my other channel, Motor City Sports Talk, right here on YouTube. Lewinsky, if I say I'm about to step up the NFL draft stuff, if you care. Lewinsky blocked me on Twitter. Come on, man. His grandkids, his great-great-grandkids blocked you on Twitter, man.
All right. Let's go.
Gamboa fighting everybody now. Tank, Devin, Cruz. I remember the Gamboa couldn't get a date to the square circle. Remember how he was out here smoking on Orlando Salido pack way before Loma fought. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up, man. But like I said, pound for pound on the talent skill list, he was more talented than damn near every fighter that's going today. Damn near, except for a very few. I say 5% fighters that's left today might be as talented as Gamboa. Gamboa, one of the most talented fighters ever. Kevin said, facts left. Said you won one form. He went on form today. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna bang out a couple live by myself. I'll bring everybody back on next week. I'm gonna have to pick days, bro. Cause I want to get Dr. Blick back on. I want to get a few other guys back on, and then I get Henry and Kobe that day. So we got to figure out days because I know everybody deserves to be on. We just can't have everybody talking over each other. So everybody deserves to be on. So if you're part of the Discord, you'll be able to be on. If you're part of the membership, the Pound for Pound Star, you get on any day. We have to figure out. I know Easy have some technical difficulties. So you join the membership. Only people from this point on: Andy, Metro, Chris, Henry, Kobe. They the only 5 people I could think of. I can remember D Rose, Jeremy. They had only 7 people that I could think of. If you've been on before and you've been on like at least 5 episodes, easy. There are only 8 people that I'm gonna let on regular. We got to find some type of teams or something now. Teams. So Henry and Kobe will be a team. Dr. Blick and whoever else. So we had to find out some days, bro. So I'll probably say we have to figure this out, bro. We had to figure this out. So Henry, Kobe, Metro will be a team. So we had to figure out because now that's going on a podcast, it gotta sound smooth, bro. So you can't have 10,000 niggas speaking on. Like after a fight, I don't mind everybody jumping on. Like after a fight, cool, y'all can jump on and do what y'all want to do, but we gotta have some type of order, bro. So that's all I'm saying. Nothing personal with nobody. He said, I made a meme of him and he blocked me. Great grandkids blocked you. So that's my 1,000-year-old Samson. Yeah, boy, fucking, he was there when Samson lost his hair. I want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Appreciate everybody support the channel. Yeah, appreciate everybody support. Matt Harvey could be suspended after admission of opiate distribution during trial. Oh man, these niggas out, baseball players out here slanging dope. Yeah, opiate's addictive. I heard, bro. Says salute the chat. CJ Emma Sports Talk said when public negotiations go wrong, Team Benavidez look goofy thanks to his promoter. Hearn shouldn't waste time entertaining his BS from PB at all, bro. Straight up and down. PBC get it right. I'll say PBC got it right. Shoot, I ain't gonna kiss y'all ass because you do or don't give me access. I'm gonna call a $100 bill, $100 bill in the counterfeit counter, and they were looking real counterfeit. If I remember when the new media got froze out of and Neil from Hoop Jab, he said he ain't doing it no more. He said he was going to all the go support Hoop Jab. He be having all the little LA Clippers and Laker interviews and stuff. And he said that when they froze him out of May and Pacquiao, he said that he said he wasn't column boxing no more. He said he would go to the little hole in the wall fights. They would bet and they would have him there, and then come to big fights, Team Magazine, People Magazine, all that stuff get in before then. I remember that, bro. I was around. Yeah, that's messed up. But they're gonna keep, like I said, they're gonna keep kissing ass for access you don't need. Like literally, bro. We can go some of you literally can go to the hotel lobby. And when they come out, you can get one-on-ones. You can just, before the fight, we had one-on-ones with Josh Taylor. We had whole dialogue with Ben, his coach. Ben, what's his name? I just throwing the brain for. Yes! You as a fan can go there and do that with your camera. I seen Lomachenko right in the Hard Rock lobby, bro. Virgil Ortiz was walking around MGM Grand holding conversations with fans, bro. So all you gotta do is be there, bro. And y'all don't want to buy, and the tickets they be giving the niggas like Ness, they don't even be that good at all. It ain't like they put them in front row. They be like the gondola, the top seats and all. Man, come on, man. Come on. These dudes crying like Fred crying over access, bro. You literally, you can find, if I can find out, and I'm thousands of miles away, where the hotel is they staying at, I can go to the hotel, like Keith Thurman fight. You can probably go to the hotel and talk to Mario Barrios' wife or girlfriend or sister. Like, they all be there. The dude, Marvin, that trained with Freddie Roach, he gave me a one-on-one at Dunkin' Donuts at Hard Rock. We chopped it up with Bob Aaron's personal bodyguard. Cat from IFL TV. Like, bro. If y'all understood how it worked, but you don't need access, bro. So at this point, it's just a penis sucking contest. Pause. And I ain't want to use the D word. Remember on Fight Night Champions, Gamboa had one of the highest ratings in the game. Yeah, it's very talented. Fast Gamboa better than half this era prime. Gamboa had all time great potential. He just was a victim of politics, bro. 50 Cent just recently said that he still owns the TMT trademark and he allows Floyd to still use it.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Yeah, 50 Cent gonna drop the hammer on Floyd. You already know it's time. Ronnie Boy Fred, we're good. Shout out to DC. So we can move on to this Keith Thurman thing. All right, I know that's what y'all been waiting for. I need that. Doom. The champ is here. I know y'all waiting on that one. So let's go. So Keith Idec says on his podcast that the pay-per-view did less than half of what Crawford and Sean Porter did. Rick Glazer right here saying it did less than 40,000. So less than half of what Sean and Terrence did. I mean, what is that? That's a very vague number. Rick Glazer said Keith Thurman clear on the back nine as a fighter, now also on the back nine. It's an attraction. That's how bad is that. Pay-per-view buy over or under was set at 50,000. Let's all hope this lesson is to be learned. Hashtag Al Heyman, hashtag PBC, hashtag boxing. All right. So he said he did a little bit under 40,000. So he was in the 39,000 percentile. And then we so usually, what my experience is on a regular pay-per-view, you usually get the pay-per-view numbers the next Thursday. All right. You usually get the pay-per-view number the next Thursday. So we almost already to Thursday. So it's been 2 Thursdays before we got the pay-per-view numbers. It's been 2 Thursdays. It's been 2 Thursdays since we got the pay-per-view numbers. So, Keith Thurman did interviews, and you know what they say, if you don't break even, you don't get your guarantee. If you didn't break even, you don't meet your guarantee. So they could have got less than half, unless something unless something says in their contract, they could have got less than half, or they could have got less than what their guarantee was. So think about that for a minute. They could have got less than what their guarantee was. And you think about it, you say, well, 39,000, you say 39,000, they still made what? So you say they did 39,000, no, let's say round down. Times 80, let's be nice. They made over $3.1 million rounding up. Do y'all understand that the fighters do not keep that money in their pocket? They don't. 10% goes to the network who hosting it, which was Fox. 45% goes to the cable company, which is whoever offered it. If it was Dish Network, DirecTV, Xfinity, Charter One, Spectrum, and then 45%, the gate, merchandise, resort fees goes to Al Heyman. Do you think they had a good gate? I doubt it. Do you think they had, some resort fees when people add on the tickets, or some people saying that, yeah, what's some resort fees to be had? They sold merchandise, yeah, but you think they sold 500,000 in merchandise, 10,000 in merchandise? Not that much. So Keith Thurman very may well probably he lucky if he took home the $750,000 that he was guaranteed. When they could have fought on regular TV and not have to worry about the back end money. You telling me that Fox couldn't afford? Come on, Fox couldn't afford what? $1.2 million for the main event, bro? Get out of here. They could have paid Keith $1 million and paid Barrios $500,000. Ain't nobody care if Leo fought in the card or not. So what was the purpose of putting this on pay-per-view? Riddle me that, Batman. What was the purpose? Come on. Oh, the back end money. Okay, they took some money and paid them on the back end for tax purposes. less than 40,000 people watched this fight, bro. Or paid for this fight. Andy said he went to the fight and said a lot of sections was blocked off, as you can see at the fight. Come on, Jake Paul, the great Jake Paul did 65K, and they probably really did 55 or 50.
Good googly moogly.
Come on. Gervonta Tank, they said Tank Davis allegedly never flipped a profit on his fights, on his pay-per-view fights.
Good googly moogly.
Come on. Then whatever, what's Charles Martin and what Charles Martin and Luis Ortiz did? Hold on, let me see. What they did? I'm pretty sure they did 40 for the all right, so around 25K. Around 25K.
Good googly moogly.
Come on. They did like roughly 15,000 more than Ortiz or Charles Martin, but that was only for the 40 ball though.
Good googly moogly.
Another flop after another one.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked. Another one, and another one, and another one, and another one.
Come on. He said, Slim, you really don't need access. He right, you don't need access. 2.8, he said it wasn't no sections blocked off at Bud and Porter fight. I know that much. Yeah, they damn near sold it out. Shout out to Clint. What's going on? Come on. If this was Bud does top rank does 25K. Bud does 65K. Bud flops. and look, bro, they run. They ignore the facts and they create narrative. They don't control narrative. Controlling the narrative is something else than creating fictional narrative. They do. This dude flopped harder. He flopped harder than the Father MC CD released yesterday in the year 2022. Come on. Come on. Imagine this was Bud. Bud flops. Bud pay-per-views only did 40,000. I really heard they did 10,000. Bob Arum said he lost money. Come on. Keith Thurman talking about how Bob Arum mistreated Terrence Crawford. Man, the way Crawford was getting paid, man, I want to be mistreated too. I want to be mistreated too. Keith Thurman out here getting pennies, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see what Earl Spence and Ugas guarantees is, because you know what? I ain't paying for that. I used to pay for real boxing. I ain't paying for that. Anthony in the Cash App, appreciate it, homie. Here you go.
Tell him to bring me my money.
Appreciate it. He said these pay-per-view numbers are boo-boo. Somebody better call Demetrius Andrade. These are boo-boo. Someone please call 911. PBC down a slow death and they content with it. You know, because Al Heyman got other moves. He made money moves. He make money moves outside of there. No link today. I do solo. We're gonna have to do groups. I'll let y'all know. I'll hit you up and I figure it out, Chris. Shout out to Chris. He said, so in reality, Bud been getting paid more. Yeah, I've been telling his guarantee to fight Amir Khan was 6. His guarantee to fight Sean was somewhere to 6. Was 6. Come on. And you got to remember, too, ESPN is the sole. If you fight on that's why UFC exclusively fights on ESPN Plus. When Crawford fought Sean, they exclusively was everything. They didn't have to break off the cable companies. The 10% stayed in their pocket. So Terrence Crawford, so the guarantees was easy to be met. ESPN kept the 10. They kept the 45. Bob kept the 45. And then Terrence Crawford sold it like he packed the house, even if they gave some away or not. Don't know. Don't know. But we do know Salty Bob Arum said they at least did 135. Some people said 150. You know? Come on. Virgil Khan, they did 150. 135, whatever it was. Triple G was doing the same numbers. When he fight Lemieux and Danny Jacobs on paper, he was doing 150, 135. Him and Danny Jacobs, the minimum ticket was like $100. If you wait the right time, they dipped under $100 for like a couple minutes. Yeah, welterweights, they waiting on it. It ain't a slow death. This is a rapid death. Bob better do magic. He better do a trick or two. Heyman, the real pimp in these streets. Yeah, Al Heyman, this is side. This one of Al Heyman, like, even though this is main entree, Al Heyman got so many probably other ventures. He probably in real estate. He only own a percentage of like the big Clear Channel 1 radio, whatever. Like, come on. Disney been pocketing all winnings. Smart. The Zone, you know, they've been doing the same thing. It's when they do pay-per-view. Bubba. I'm just going to call you Bubba. Floyd said in an interview earlier this week that fighters need to stop crying. The rest of the money comes in the back end. Floyd said he still collected checks for 7 years. Yeah, because they getting paid. Because that's how Al Heyman pay out, bro. Hugo said he was tired of getting paid once a month. He said he was tired of it. But AB been exposing them. Come on. Were they like digital checks? Come on. I mean, you should never go broke that way, but even though your ceiling is higher, but for the, you know, that's like the annuity payments, bro. That's why you hear them little commercials and legal commercials. You tired of getting paid an annuity? You want to get paid in a lump sum? So I'm guessing what happens is they take the guarantee up front, whatever the guarantee is, and then they structure the rest of the money to be paid monthly. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when, you know, Al, when Floyd went on the pivot, they basically, it's Freddie Taylor, Shannon, and Ryan Clark played for the Steelers from ESPN. Basically what happened, they broke away from Brandon Marshall's I'm an athlete. I'm not going to get into the particulars because I didn't hear them say it per se. I looked for them saying why they broke away. They never said what I heard they said, what they were supposed to say. But they started their own podcast, and Floyd went on there and, you know, talked about how he got two daddies and one taught him boxing, one taught him the business. Imagine your son come out and say, man, I got two daddies. I'm going to call your mama. Call my mama. Call you so bad. You just mad because you ain't my dad. He said Terrence Crawford fights guaranteed 5.5 with top-ranked boxing. This is how we know by a lot about losing money on Crawford fights. You know, you see. He said he did over 100K. For who did over 100K? Crawford, yeah. And both. You can listen to this. That's the last episode I did last night. You can listen to it next morning, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, ad-free on Spotify, Goodfella TV Podcast. Last link right there. If you watch it, and Anchor, Goodfella TV Podcast. Shout out to Anchor. He said, I'm waiting to see those guarantee money for Earl Spence and Uga. Yeah, I mean, Earl guaranteed with Danny Garcia and Sean was $1 or $2 or $3 million. They wasn't high. You know, but, you know, like I said before, bro, people want to continue. And I know for a fact they said that they have never flipped a profit on Tank fights, bro. Allegedly, that's what I heard. Never. Come on. Thurman got a lot of money for people wanting to duck him back in the day. A lot of money. You know, he got paid. There was a rumor he got paid $3.5 million to fight Leonard Bundu. Because Floyd didn't want to fight him. He used Earl Spence as a body. You want to hear what I heard? I was really I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna say my names. So I promise you, person that's listening, I swear to God, I'm not. You got my word, right? So it said that you asked why Spence and Thurman didn't happen when Spence was 15-0. It's because Al Heyman wouldn't let it happen because he was banking on Spence carrying PBC, so Floyd wouldn't have to keep saving PBC. He said Spence was already at 15-0 even when Floyd co-signed and Spence versus Thurman, so he wouldn't have to take the Thurman fight himself. Continue. He said every boxing fan knows that anything about our sport knows that Spence was too green to fight Thurman at 15-0. Thurman was hot as fish grease at the time. That while Heyman had to overpay him to fight the level of fighters that he was because Al couldn't get Thurman a fight. You know, he said Spence was all cap calling out Thurman because he knew damn well what plan Al Heyman had for him from the get-go. The Thurman fight was always down the line. Listen to what Thurman be saying in his interviews. He told the world that he was never received a contract to fight Spence because he didn't. There you go. Shout out to Video Choa in the Cash App. Let me see if you said something first. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Money.
Come on, man. I'm not, bro. And I wasn't even going to say that, bro. And see, I ain't say nobody's name. See? I never say nobody's name. So, I said I wasn't told I couldn't say that, but I ain't say nobody's name. That come from a good source. Clout chasing. Spence been clout chasing from day one. Come on. And everything that man say is an actual fact or a woman. Come on, the boy been a poser since day one. Kenny Porter said that. Remember Kenny Porter was taking shots when I was with the LDBC? What Kenny was saying about us? We broke and we ain't got no money. And he said we don't know how the game go. That Spence was a protected fighter. He said that on Fight Hype. And we didn't understand what Kenny was saying.
Who the fuck is that guy?
That's what we were saying. We were like, man, what do you know? And Kenny was speaking facts. But the Spence gang don't want to hear that. That's why I know when they talk about stuff, they create stuff. They don't have no sources, bro. None. They do all this interviewing and slobbering over Earl Spence, and they don't got one inside source. None. Earl Spence trying to just do what Wilder doing. He trying to say, I'm gonna support the brothers and all this, that, and the third. And his people periodically be popping up on the internet saying, "Oh, Spence don't really mess with them." This, that, and the third. But then Spence calling the Fred channel, all types of stuff. You gotta find a fan base where you can. If you gotta look under a Roach Coach motel to find your fans, you gotta support who supports you. That's the simple fact about it. The boy been a clown since day one. I don't have to make up a damn thing about nobody. He been a buffoon since day one. He been playing the role since day one. He been fooling y'all since day one. Support the channel. Cash App $CJ Good 313. Come on, he's like, Vinny, cousin Vinny, appreciate it. Kevin Jones, that's a fact. It's just the truth. Everybody know at 15-0, Keith Thurman would have. I can do, man. He would have put him to sleep.
He got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
And they was planning on Earl Spence carrying this shit. When Brady scored a touchdown, they played the cans. Pow, 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 pow. That's my bootleg boxing voice. Pow, 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 pow. My bootleg cannons in Tampa Bay. That's my bootleg cannon. Pow, 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 pow. They was counting on Spence carrying this. And at the bare minimum, they was counting Spence didn't carry this. This is me assuming like Keith can, Keith would be able to be a solid star. Nobody planned on Earl Spence flying through a window. Nobody turned around and planned on. We said he had a good clean of health. Nobody, planned on him breaking his ID. And Ty said something that was interesting to me. And this is a strictly assumption. What I wasn't even gonna say. This strictly assumption. Ty made an interesting assumption, right? I was like, why this fight ain't in Vegas? 3-bill fight. Why not have Ugas and Crawford and Spence in Vegas? Right? And Ty said this out to Philly. He said to me, hold on, if I can find it. By the way, Tevin Farmer said AJ admires his boxing, his defense. Him and AJ text all the time. Hilarious, right? I can't even find it, Ty, man. Ty be doing spaces on YouTube. I never can make it though. I'm on Twitter. I don't know if Ty deleted it or whatever. But Ty was saying that I think it was Ty. Oh yeah, he says this is his assumption. He said Spence failed the eye test in Las Vegas. Now he fighting back in Texas. That's the same place who passed him for the Danny Garcia fight. He probably been hurt. So that was his assumption, right? And because he heard me say on Twitter, why ain't regional Spence fighting outside of Old Mexico? We know our history. We know what Old Mexico is. You know, Tank didn't know what it was. So he heard me say that. He said he assumes, or he's just guessing, that Spence failed the eye test in Nevada. Now, Nevada is one of those commissions that, like I said, this is a strictly assumption. No inside. They so much a prominent commission that Tyson Fury, if you see my video on Tyson Fury, if Nevada say Tyson Fury is been a good, outstanding citizen, his Nevada State Athletic Commission license, Nevada State license, whatever, it allows him to fight in the UK where he was banned at, and he didn't pick his license back up before he fought Wilder. So Nevada is one of those prominent places where they're probably one of the most thorough places. We seen the 24/7 Floyd had to go through the little physical examinations for the De La Hoya fight. So Ty might be on to something. Earl Spence probably been injured in the Texas Commission. They probably giving him a pass. If you look at some of his previous pictures of his eye, his lead eye's always kind of been funny. Sometimes one eye's bigger than our other eye, and you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just naturally one arm longer than one arm, one leg longer than one leg. The chiropractor can temporarily fix it, but only a true good posture can keep your body aligned, you know, if you don't see a chiropractor. So Ty has seen me say, you know, regional Spence, why regional Spence don't fight out of Texas and stuff. And he said that he think that, you know, he was injured before he fought Danny Garcia, and he think Texas is the only place that's clearing his commission. Now, if you had to ask me, like, what's the second place that's hard to clear, I would say New York City. Because, you know, Al Heyman was responsible for the UFC being able to fight, had their first show in New York City. Before that, New York City wouldn't clear the UFC to have MMA appearances, I believe, or fights. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's a hypothetical, but shit, it damn sure makes sense. Like, I mean, why would Ugas? Because the backup venue was the Alamo Dome. So think about that for a minute. The backup venue was the Alamo Dome. I heard they was doing to the Alamo Dome. So the plan A was Dallas, AT&T, and plan B was the Alamo Dome. You know, if Charlo fighting in Los Angeles, and they say Charlo wanted to fight in Los Angeles or Vegas versus Casanos too, it wasn't Casanos. He didn't want to fight in Houston. He wanted to fight in Vegas or Southern California, LA. Why can't Spence fight in Southern California? Why can't Spence fight in Las Vegas? You think, and you got to remember, Vegas was the one that caught and that said Spence needed, Spence had a torn retina. So they probably didn't think nothing of it. They thought that Nevada was going to pass them, and they didn't pass them. So, it could be nothing. It could be something. But they for sure thought that Earl Spence was going to carry the day. They for sure thought Earl Spence was going to be the next pay-per-view star. And Floyd hid behind Earl Spence away from Keith Thurman, knowing Earl Spence, at 15-0 wasn't prepared to fight Keith Thurman. I told y'all Floyd historically ran from black fighters, bro. Didn't fight Devin Alexander. Didn't fight Tim Bradley. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fight Amir Khan, an honorary black fighter. That kind of was athletic. You know what I'm saying? And this is just the facts, bro. Floyd can't be the greatest, and you ain't fight the brothers
to this day.
And then he started hating on the brothers. He got mad that Deontay Wilder had power that he didn't have, and he got to hating on Wilder because he sees something that he couldn't be. It wasn't that Wilder wasn't athletic. He started riding with Tyson Fury. Floyd one of them dudes that supposed to be your homeboy, but secretly he hating on you. They thought Keith Thurman they probably thought Earl, Keith, they get something like the Charlo twins. Tank really wasn't in the picture, but he was the ace in the hole. Deontay, he wasn't in the plan, but he came out of nowhere. It's being Deontay keeping these dudes afloat.
to this day.
Without Deontay, this thing could probably be already folded. They was really counting on Spence keeping this afloat, bro. They really was counting on Spence keeping this afloat, and probably Thurman, the Charlo twins doing their part. That's why they had to go borrow Manny Pacquiao. If Wilder didn't keep this roof on this house, bro, they would have been in a lot of trouble, bro. If Wilder didn't keep this roof on this house, bro, Wilder was and then they was able to poach Pacquiao away, and that's what really Wilder and Pacquiao saved them, because Floyd got to keep coming back, fighting exhibitions or taking fights. They really was pushing for Floyd to fight Pacquiao a second time. He'd been refusing the last few years. But Floyd is the only fighter that can get investors, and Canelo and Pacquiao, they're the only fighters that can get investors and invest their money, and they know they're going to get a return if Floyd fight. They know they're going to get a return if Canelo fight. They know they're going to get a return if Pacquiao fight. That's why, without Floyd fighting, they're not going to invest a lot of money in Spence. They're going to invest some money in Spence, but it's not going to be like a Floyd type of investment. Who doing it like Floyd?
Good job, Alvin.
Earl Grey at the RPG games. He says, flawless mentality. Salute, Mr. Darkmar. He says, salute the good fella, fam, and the fam. Appreciate it, bro. Hopefully you and yours doing well as well. Dion, what it do, dog? He said, what did the fight bring in? Pay-per-view 3.6, 30, under sub 40,000 pay-per-views. They said the fight brought in 39,000 plus. Kevin Iole said, no, Kevin Iole, I ain't gonna lie on you. Keith Iddick said they did less than half of what Spence and Porter did, whatever the hell that is. Yo, that's a fact, bro. Wow, I never thought of that with era. Well, Kenny Porter told us, bro. We kind of laughed at Kenny. I said, I'm broke, Kenny. I'm broke, Kenny. And Kenny was telling the truth. Kenny was telling the truth. It's crazy, man. These niggas been playing roles. Thomas Moreland, what's going on, brother? Jonathan Wick, I feel like John Wick with his stick. I ain't never heard that song with 21 Savage and Meek Mill. I ain't heard Meek Mill album, but that championship was fire. I Pay You Back. That was one of the hardest songs. And I mess with 21 Savage. I mean, I know he from the UK and he lied. He ain't lie. He just ain't tell y'all. But 21 Savage, I'm my boy right there. I mess with some of the young rappers, dog. 21 drop, man. I Am was my joint. He said, we won't be surprised if Earl versus Ugas does 70,000 pay-per-views out of generous, because he always lied to the public and the fans. Man, he might do. They gonna say he did like 300,000-400,000. You know, Ray out here selling lies and shit on Twitter and shit. I fuck with Ray though. He out here telling lies. Him and Danny did 360,000. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. For whatever reason, they will not let me upload that Boosie sound clip. Come on, man. Regulations in Texas across industries is lax little or none. Anthony Will. Well, there you go. So what's up, Ricky E? Salute, fam, Kevin. He said salute. He said New York City is the mecca of boxing. Not right now. The mecca of boxing right now is the West Coast. Cali is active. It's old Mexico, Vegas, Texas, Arizona, because of the pandemic. That's the mecca right now. Yeah, that's Square Garden is. Zuma Nelson and Salvador Sanchez fought there. History. That's history. You know, I haven't been to Madison Square Garden. It's beautiful. So it's the Barclays. But yeah, I mean, that's just what it is, bro. I ain't gonna sit here and sell y'all no lies. So what I heard now, Ty said was strictly assumption. These boys be having these careers already panned out. Yes, Anthony with salute to the chat. He said you can hit me up on Venmo, CJ Good 313 right there. Earl Spence does not have a pay-per-view box to surpass Wilder Fury trilogy. I mean, maybe the Mikey fight, but I'm not sure. The first Wilder fight, Mikey. Spence fights are home cooked. That's the reason he doesn't want to fight in Vegas or New York. Well, he tried to fight Pacquiao in Vegas and they nixed it. So a lot of people were saying that the injury happened in the car accident. And Texas just passed them. So in Vegas, like, no, we can't pass you. And I heard that it wasn't no detached retina neither. So who the hell knows what it was? I don't really care. I agree with the return on investment part. And of course. That's why Floyd keep having to fight. And then when Floyd go fight like The Kid Money Kicks, he got a whole like YouTube channel. I be following him. They be going like music parks and shit. When he fight Money Kicks or he went to go fight in Japan, the word on the street is allegedly he cuts Leonard Ellaby and Al Haymon out. He makes his own deals and he get to pocket that money. Anytime allegedly he fight under Al Haymon don't pay him. He reinvests his money. That's why he get those digital checks. I'm getting checks from 7-8 years ago. Put it together. I rock O's, y'all rock fellas. Shout out to, I gotta get an eye sound clip.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
Come on. Put it together. Why is he? Have you ever heard about Mike Tyson say, I'm still casting Trevor Bobbitt checks from 1980 something. Who have you ever heard that? Evander, I need Lion Killer to do the. Y'all gotta subscribe to my boy Lion Killer podcast. He's doing some good talk over there. I need the support. He do the best Evander Holyfield voice. I ain't even gonna attempt to do. You ever heard Holyfield say, I'm still cashing Don King checks from 1985 or 1996 when I fought Tyson, whatever it was, 7. Y'all hear them saying that, bro? Come on, that ain't how boxers get paid, bro. Antoine Eckler said that, child support trying to take his money. He fought B-Hop. He made $1 million with Don King. Most people don't even remember him. He said that, Don King he's telling Don King what he wanted to pay child support, bro. They are 1099 employees, basically. That's what they are. Think about that for a minute, bro. Have you ever heard any other boxer? He's talking about, I changed the way athletes get paid. How? How'd you change the way LeBron James getting the check, Serena getting the check? The way Serena's been getting checks at Wimbledon and at Indian Wells and stuff like that, it's been like that for years, bro. You didn't change nothing. You didn't change endorsements. He be sitting up there lying like he went to the UK talking about him and his daddy used to sell dope together. Straight up lying. Floyd said it on the Pivot podcast. You some still cashing checks from 7-8 years ago. That's because Al Haymon is reinvesting your money, allegedly. That's exactly what's going on. It was a rumor. I can't remember the exact fights. The McGregor fight, the Logan Paul fight. It wasn't the past. It was another fight. And it said allegedly that Floyd hadn't received payment for those 3 fights. That's why he getting money from 7-8 years ago. Whatever Al is reinvesting his money, it's coming in increments like that. It's like an annuity, like what Mark Breland got. Mark Breland, Shelly Finkel set him up with an annuity. So Mark Breland, I forget what he get. He get a certain amount of money every year for the rest of his life. So Al Haymon is looking out so these dudes will always be cashing checks. So I don't know what he reinvested in. Is he reinvesting in real estate? He reinvesting in the radio station partially that he owned. Whatever he doing with that money, they probably end up getting more money on the back end, from the reinvestment checks than they do up front. And they probably able to get it, with less taxes taken out of them too. Adrian Broner said he still hadn't seen his Pacquiao check, like a year after the Pacquiao fight or later that year. He said, I still ain't got my money from Al. Said, he kept my money. I don't think Al is stealing the money. I think Al is really setting them up where they always be cashing checks like Shelly Finkel did for Mark Breland. Mark Breland don't need to train Deontay Wilder. Lion Killer probably know what the annuity was. I forgot. He's like, he get a nice amount of annuity every month for the rest of his life, thanks to Shelly Finkel. So Al Haymon probably is setting these dudes up for success everywhere for the rest of their life. Maybe can be gone crazy in jail. His kids still be cashing his checks. I'm fine with that, bro. That's what you signed up for, and it's a smart way. You'll always, you retire, you always be cashing 10 years worth of checks as long as you still alive, bro. I'm fine with it. I don't care. They my checks. If you hit the Linktree link, I got it in the description as well, too, if you're watching on whatever you're watching on. You can find me everywhere. It's in my bio on Twitter. It's in my bio on Instagram. Everything I'm doing to be there. Shout out to Linktree. Dope. Texas let Margarito fight go on where they knew his eye was gone. There you go. There you go right there. Great comment, Al. I remember that. I remember it. So, okay. And then Spence can't fight outside Texas. So do that. So Crawford got to come to Texas. And, do we got to speak to Crawford? And I think Crawford will understand. If his eyes really damaged, man, I don't know. Because our eyes don't heal up from taking more punishment. And the way he described it, like he messed it up in sparring, bro, that story is not believable neither, bro. Why would Spence be fighting for the biggest payday and he sparring without hitting? Now, he didn't say this. He said he was sparring. He said, oh, my eye. If you got headgear on, it's hard to get a detached retina with headgear on. It had to be a freak accident. He would have to like really rub his wraps, his tape, whatever because sometimes in sparring they don't tape the wrist. Sometimes they got these hand wraps and they wrap around whatever. He would have to really rake this part, around his eye because they probably sparring with 16 ounces, 14 ounces, at least 12. So to me, his whole story about the eye injury sound like bull crap. It do. When you kind of think about it, people ain't gonna want to hear this. When you think about it, it's damn near impossible to be sparring with headgear on. They got the enclosures, and then the one that's still enclosed but it's a little open. That's damn near impossible to tear your retina like that, bro. He probably suffered that from the car accident, dude. Or Danny Garcia hurt him, but I ain't see Danny Garcia hit him with nothing. They said Sugar Ray Leonard suffered his from fighting Thomas Hearns. That was the rumor. Sugar Short Salute, what's going on? So anybody know anything a little bit about sparring, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to tear detached retina. Hey, that's it. But we know if he still stay in Texas, we know that's the reason why, probably. A guy with $2 is not a pay-per-view star. Only in America. Appreciate that. Support me on Cash App. $CJ Good 313. Those are the disastrous pay-per-view numbers, the worst in boxing history. Ortiz and Martin did 25K. Agree. Keith Thurman smokes Earl at 50. Yeah.
It's my job to handle life and death situations on a daily basis. It's what I do, and I'm very good at it.
Yep. Danny Garcia, the one that carried Thurman and Spence pay-per-views. And the Spence, him and Thurman didn't fight in pay-per-view, but y'all see what you're saying. Sumter, what did he do, dog? Antoine Eccles was nice. Anthony Weir jabbed the like button. Sumter said, make sure I like it on Spotify, whatever they do over there. Al said, Al using the money for his benefit while he gets all the capital gains. They get the same money from the fights with no interest. Man, if that's true, that's messed up. That is. If that's true, crazy world, like Jesus say. Mayweather still cashing checks from 7 years. Yeah, he said that in the Pivot podcast 7-8 years ago. Hold on. Man, I don't have me beefing with them football niggas. I ain't gonna play no clips. Shit, because they get to beating on me. I'm gonna show up with a full clip. Don't worry about it. Shooting y'all. But yeah, it's this interview right here where it say Floyd Logan Paul claims. Well, they broke it up. Well, yeah, this is. They said Floyd Mayweather on Logan Paul claim and not flying commercial in over 20 years to Pivot podcast. That's the interview right there. I just jumped ahead. I haven't really watched it. I didn't rush that much of it. I just read the article. I just jumped ahead. So, yeah, Fred Taylor, Shannon, and Ryan Clark started their own. They left I'm an Athlete, but there you go. It's called The Pivot. The Pivot. Hold on. Let's go back to the picture. Hold on. Yeah, he said in that interview, he's still cashing checks from 7-8 years ago. He said that was his response to Logan Paul saying he didn't get paid. He said Spence sparring partners was stalling on him with angles. That's how he got his heart. Man, bro, bro, you got to understand the headgear that he wearing, bro. Like, it's hard for that to happen, bro. Said Paul Williams is paralyzed. He credited Al for helping him manage his money after boxing. He's still living nice. Yep. I think he invested in real estate. He said, laugh out loud, heard it, laugh out loud. So, I mean, that's just, that's just what it is, bro. Like I said before, they don't have nobody left to carry them. And then it's a rumor that Deontay, I'm just saying it's a rumor that Deontay, they're not meeting Deontay's financial demands for him to get back out of the ring. And it's rumored to be Andy Ruiz. So like I said before, Wilder is what really kept this house, and they treated Wilder so bad, bro. And I some people say rightfully so because his fighting style and all that. They did Wilder. So Wilder single-handedly kept Floyd from having to come back and fight. And you just wonder, when Floyd can't touch his toes no more, what they gonna do, bro? They fighting. They really wanted Canelo to be a staple of this and keep cashing checks and keep making money off Canelo, but Canelo rather win with the Englishman, the Pilgrim. So Pacquiao gone, unless Floyd come back. Canelo gone. Deontay threatened, and they Deontay Wilder and Joshua could have saved the company single-handedly. Then you could have just put the icing on the cake with Fury. Deontay did what they thought Earl was going to do, but he didn't do it long enough. And I said Al Heyman didn't want him, allegedly, Al Heyman didn't want him to take the rematch. For people to say, well, Deontay got cheated. Probably Al. That's why Al Heyman helped cheat him, allegedly. I don't think Al did it. Al Heyman did not want him to take that rematch. Wilder probably wanted the rematch. And rightfully so. He's a fighter. He said on with Byron Scott that he said that he still feel like he was cheated. But you got to prove it. You got to have some proof, bro. We can't make allegations. You got to have some proof. But Wilder, a house for love, and I love. Deontay Wilder kept this house dry, and they dogged them out. Y'all love Wilder so much, but PBC dogged them out. Let Charles Martin run off with the IBF and go run into AJ. And then he had to negotiate with AJ, and he ain't got nothing to negotiate. AJ like, I don't care about the WBC title. I got 3 belts. People still believe in AJ. Ducked Luis Ortiz. Happy Luis Ortiz pop high. He said he was about to drop the belt if he had to fight Luis Ortiz. Now he wanted Tyson Fury to save him versus Usyk. He wanted to put Usyk on Tyson Fury, and Fury hell. And they had a deal in place, and then said AJ asked for more money. You want to know how it's probably true? We still ain't got no date for Usyk and AJ yet. Now Eddie Hearn flying over to the Middle East to make a deal. Come on. If that deal wasn't in place, why didn't they already have a deal announced when Tyson Fury announced the deal, bro? Eddie Hearn is going down. Boy, you're going down. Too bad. Feel sorry for you. He going down. Damn. He going down. If it wasn't for the Middle East, he'd be in trouble too. That's how you know AJ wanted Fury to go ahead and take out Usyk. But guess what? It's probably more money for Fury now on Dillian White than it is for Usyk. You feel me? Tyson Fury has reportedly said he has no interest in fighting Usyk. So it is what it is. But Wilder single-handedly kept this company up afloat. He's for a guy that gave Mayweather the luxury to not have to come back and save the company. I think Mayweather be kissing his ass. He jealous of Wilder. 4 of him couldn't equal up to 6'7" Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He mad Wilder shining. He been hating on Wilder from day one. Wilder, everything he wish he was. 6'7", 80-something inch reach arms. Don't have to shop at the Baby Gap. Come on. Shoot. Get to shop at Men's Deluxe DXX, what they call it. Come on. Jealousy. You jealous on a nigga making you money, man. Only in the black community. Only in the black community.
It's my job to handle life and death situations on a daily basis. It's what I do, and I'm very good at it.
Thanks, Simon. He said, bro, y'all seen the inflation this year alone, let alone from 7 years. Al getting his with the money, and they think he's doing right by them. You might be right. I have no proof. Check out the latest Spotify episode right here in this link. I want to see Philadelphia fighter Ennis against Spence. You already know Spence moving on up to the 54 side. That's where you're moving up to.
Good job, Al.
That nigga Floyd seen Deontay Wilder. I don't like him. I don't like, what's wrong with him? He's saving the company. I don't like him. I don't like the back of his neck look like Whoopi Goldberg. He been hating on that nigga for no reason, bro. Go ask Blue Blood Sports TV after Deontay Wilder got a draw with Tyson Fury in the first fight. How he diss him. He said, Al said Deontay had 3 mother effing getting they cut before he got his, bro. When Lou negotiated a $120 million deal, he got left off the picture. It is what it is. It's all about one that the deal probably wasn't good. Probably was a simple fact that they thought they had the A side. He could have made 100. He made some good money. He didn't make 120. In the first fight of that deal, he would have fought Luis Ortiz. But the zone minute they messed it up. But you know, it is what it is. He could have fought AJ, been undisputed. You know, fought Tyson Fury, put some icing on his cake and been done. He could have made 2. He could have made $250 million with trilogies in 6 fights. He could have been unified WBC, and I know Larry Holmes never unified. He could have been unified WBC IBF champion at least. At least. And Al Heyman had both belts on the side of the street, and he shipped Charles Martin thinking the Pilgrim had him in good faith. Now he don't even want to work with the Pilgrim. Crazy, man. Boxing is crazy. Usyk and Fury would need to be made. No one cares about AJ. We crazy. The AJ fight makes the money. That's why they're gonna let AJ get his head cracked again. But if AJ win that fight, the Fury fight bigger than ever. He said Pistons playing bad for it and they trying to lose. Yeah, they tanking, bro, for sure. Shout out to Benjamin before you missed the show earlier. But yeah, Benjamin, my co-host from the show. So, yeah, you know. I think I got B Taylor mad because we kind of went back to that Stafford situation I did Monday. I think he got mad, bro. But it is what it is. He ain't all the favor. I argue any nigga on that one. Not right now. Trent Dilfer got a Pro Bowl. Yeah, we've been arguing about Stafford. I'm going to take a check out Mother City Sports Talk. I've been bringing this all day. That's all I've been getting. Thumbs down. I don't care, bro. You know what? I'd rather my channels go all the way down in the ground speaking the truth than acting something like I'm not and faking the funk and succeeding. That's what I'm willing to stand on, bro. That's what I'm just willing to stand on. I just ain't gonna compromise in integrity. Sometimes it get hard. Sometimes it get hard when you ain't getting the views you supposed to be getting because you real. I'm willing to pay that price, bro, and I ain't willing to change. If you don't want the truth, don't come over here. Just go ahead and fire me from your subscription. Yeah. It is what it is. I'm a big boy. I can take it. Floyd, man, because Wilder was supported by the black community. You do got a point, though. He never did fight any black fighter till Mosley had to go and get disrespected at the Marquez fight. I mean, he fought Shaba Mitchell from DC. He fought Zab and damn near got killed. Zab was dedicated, but yeah, he didn't fight. You know, a lot of other guys. He didn't fight Joel Casamayor. He tried to fight Prison Scene. But, you know, obviously he would have to go down one more weight class to 26. Didn't fight Erislandy Lara. Lara was just mandatory for a minute. Keith was just mandatory for a minute. Believe it or not, people was calling for him to fight Timothy Bradley, but the always argument we made was they was on two sides of the streets. Like Timothy Bradley, they told me on Twitter, he did coin that. He on the wrong street. They said, why Timothy Bradley, why he didn't sign the PBC? He said he didn't know nobody over there. So Devin Alexander he left Don King. He went to PBC. He never fought Devin. Kenny Porter said it, you know, Floyd never fought no black fighters. Sean was trying to get that fight. So, yeah, you know, he never fought Corey Spinks. I think that would have had more politics about it. When Canelo and Austin Trout fight, and that's the fight that got Canelo the Floyd fight, he said that he was not going to fight Austin Trout, even though Miguel Cotto, Trout did beat Cotto. So, yeah, he had no interest in fighting black fighters, but he was the main one crying. He was the main guy crying about black fight about Bob not, you know, always, you know, putting the Mexicans on the Latinos on a platform and pushing them. But Floyd built his name even after Bob Arum fighting Latino fighters, bro. That's a fact, bro. You can't, man. Look, Muhammad Ali fought Sonny Liston, Floyd Patterson. And them two fighters right there is better than any other black fighters that Floyd fought. Shane was an older fighter, good fighter, did hurt Floyd. They was supposed to fight at 35, but Shane jumped up and fought De La Hoya. Can't be mad at that. So, like I said before, man, it's a whole video of Floyd running at an interview away from Antonio Margarito. Yeah, these are things you can't erase. He ran from Pacquiao. That's a fact. I hated to admit it at the time, but he ran from Manny Pacquiao. Well, he on steroids and this, that, and third, allegedly. I'm like, okay. Like Michael Irvin said, you making the brothers look bad. He ain't failed no commission test. Pacquiao, Floyd created random Olympic-style drug testing because of Pacquiao.
Fine. myself.
He said, Floyd, man, you gonna have to fight Pacquiao, man. He said, man, find a way to make it look like Pacquiao is ducking me. He said, man, Floyd, ain't no way we can do it, Floyd. It's impossible. Floyd said, Floyd was like,
fine, I'll do it myself.
He said, man, they say I can't read. They say I'm not intelligent. But Leonard, Al, I got the perfect plan. We're gonna take amateur. I know they robbed me in the Olympics. We're gonna take Olympic style drug testing and put it in professional boxing, and we're gonna duck Pacquiao that way. Man, Floyd, man, you a genius. Niggas in the PBC office building and Al Hammond second garage was like, De La Hoya throwing his female stockings. Oh, Floyd, you the best. Come on. Now Pacquiao did look weak when he was like, I'm scared. I don't like needles. He's like, Pacquiao, talking about he don't like needles. He got tattoos. He a man of God, but got tattoos. It is what it is. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Dej Low. Yeah, shout out to Dej Low. Detroit hard. Facts, bro. Facts. And that's just what it was. They probably thought long or hard on that one. If Pacquiao didn't exist, bro, and the landscape was Margarito, Paul Williams, and whoever else, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, man, Pacquiao was killing crap back then. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Me and my homie, he was from El Paso. He lived on like a floor above me. Cool as hell. Cocky ass nigga, man. And roommate was even cockier. I said, my boy said, they get to fighting in here, bro. He said, and then my friend was bitching for $400 easy. He said, I'm getting out of here. I said, for dorm rooms was fall as hell at HBCUs. But we used to argue in his Hyundai. This big swole ass nigga driving the Hyundai. We used to argue about Pacquiao, and this 2008 now. We used to argue about Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. We used to argue about that all the time, bro. So yeah, it was like, man, and what they found out, the formula they thought they found was the fight got promoted just based off the build up. Based off Floyd said, I'm scared for my health. He said it kind of like, I'm tired. I don't even think about the word right now. He said it like to be sarcastic. I'm scared of my health. Pacquiao, he was saying to be sarcastic. Pacquiao said I want to do the drug test 2 weeks out, and that's it. Floyd and his daddy accused him of being on peds. Him suing Floyd daddy for defamation and Floyd for saying he on peds. Floyd calling them punchy eyes and all the little racial slurs. Even Pacquiao getting knocked out made the fight bigger. Coming back in China when Trevor, what's my man? They should train him. The white guy, Alex Ariza, drop kick Freddie Roach over there. Yo, this, I swear to God, I'm probably missing a lot of small details. When Alex Ariza drop kick Freddie Roach at the gym over there in China, he started training with Brandon Rios and Pacquiao getting robbed by Bradley and Floyd, picking apart, Canelo, having hard fights with Madonna, all this after these fights and stuff. They was asking, I think the Madonna fight was before Pacquiao, wasn't it? I could be wrong. But all the questions, every time he would fight between 2008 until when they fought, it all was part of the build-up, And at the end of the day, it did big numbers, even though they didn't get a trilogy out of it. They said, you know what, man? We stumbled upon the gold mine. We can just keep promoting. We can just build up these fights. It'll market themselves. He fought he fought Madonna. They just market themselves, and they fought. And they fought, bro, and that's pretty much how it went, bro. Like that's how PBC found the formula for Mirror Nation, bro. That's how they started it. But it was huge, bro. You had I remember that build up, man, and I was happy when it was over. I thought that was gonna be put to bed. That was the end of Floyd, end of Pacquiao. Shit. Stop. It wasn't, bro. Then they waiting on Canelo. They just stopped waiting on Pacquiao, bro. I thought after Pacquiao and Floyd was over with, boxing internet would go back to it, never returned to the same. And then a lot of these boxing outlets, and I'm not calling nobody like T Street, the Boxing Voice, Hustle Boss, Dante, Hoop Jab, Neil and them. A lot of these dudes sat there and covered all the PBC fights, and when when it came to do Pacquiao and Mayweather, they shut them all out of the press, the media room. Let Time Magazine, People Magazine, they was letting Vanity Fair in and stuff, and Rolling Stones, people who never supported they fight. And Al Heyman turned his back on the new media right then. And nigga like Neil from Who Jab say, man, I ain't doing it no more. Neil interviewed Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James. He covers the Lakers and the Clippers. Go check out Who Jab. I think he's still running. And Hustle Boss kind of shut down his channel after that too, bro. He was like, man, you know what I'm saying? They shut all them niggas out, bro. And it was messed up. All these dudes would, go to the hole in the wall fights. And when it came time to let some of them in for the fight, I'm going to be nice to say most of them to get in. I don't think nobody got in. It's crazy. I remember all them complaining about that. He said, yeah, Mosley was around with him while he was at 30-35, not to mention Paul Williams around Mark. Yeah, I got this whole video of him. You look on, put Floyd and Antonio Margarita and you'll find it. Him running for Margarita. Yeah, Paul Williams, bro, he robbed the shit out of Eris Lara. I'll never forget that fight. But Lara also robbed Carlos Molina, so it all worked out. Lou DiBella negotiated $120 million deal from the zone for Deontay Wilder. Now Heyman asked $25 million for a tune-up for Wilder on the zone. And then $150 million guaranteed for 2 fight with AJ money. Well, the first fight was supposed to be a versus fighter that he choose. So it was a 3-fight deal, I remember. The first fight of the 3-fight deal with the zone was the Wilder could fight anybody he wants to on the zone. Then he was – is Mason crying? I swear I hear Mason crying. You know where to go to the bathroom at. But yeah, and then the last 2 fights was the AJ fight, and they were saying, well, no promise for AJ. Look, if you give me $120 million to fight somebody, I don't give a hell who it was. But Al Heyman wants power. We didn't know it then. Al Heyman wants power. He wants to host these fights. He don't want to send his fighters to these fights. He'll let Derevyanchenko go fight Triple G for $5 million. Derevyanchenko will never make $5 million again in his career, probably. Al Heyman wants to have power. And once you have power, you have responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like this drill rap stuff. I was supposed to talk about drill rap. We went through this when we was kids with gangster rap. We went through this with kids and gangster rap, bro. Gangster rap was making people do it. Remember that team out in Dallas that they played in Friday Night Lights? But they did check out the 30-30 for Carter was what Carter lost. It was one of the best ones. And they said, we would go in there and they would rob they would go in and rob like stores and restaurants and stuff. And they was like we would listen to NWA before we go rob the store or whatever. And that's how they all lost their scholarships. It's considered the greatest high school football team of all time to this day. And most of their recruits, went to jail. TJ Too Real for these YouTube by Street. Much respect. Appreciate Kevin. You support the real by thumbsing up the video, sharing the video, subscribe to the channel, hit me up on Cash App, $CJ Good 313. What's wrong with drug testing? Okay, Jay Miller, my thing is this. Did random style drug testing exist before Pacquiao and Mayweather? And why not? Everybody was like, man, Floyd fight Pacquiao. Nigga retired. Then created Olympic style drug testing. Then Shane said that he was on it. Come on, why he didn't create Olympic style drug testing for Zab Judah? Come on, we can go through the list right here. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're talking about anywhere before De La Hoya. Why didn't Baltimore have to take Olympic style drug testing? Was the Vegas Commission good enough? Yes. Zab, was the Vegas Commission good enough? Thomas and Mack. Sharper Mitchell, why in Portland at the Rose Garden he had to take a drug test? Why he didn't ask the tour guys to take a drug test? Henry Brussels, when nobody came to Miami, why he had to take a drug test? Why Chop Chop in Atlantic City didn't have to take an Olympic style drug test? Like, you keep going on. Castillo, he whooped you the first fight. Some people think, which I thought you won both. He did win both, but why you ask Castillo to take a drug test? That's all I'm asking. Pacquiao, I ain't gonna lie, man. Pacquiao was out here moving mountains, but on top of the drug testing and stuff, Pacquiao was making dudes fight at catch weights and putting rehydration clauses on them. That's made Pacquiao look a lot better than what he was too. He fight Miguel Cotto, and Cotto would be, drained coming in at 145. He wasn't fighting these dudes at 47. They'd be able to rehydrate to what they rehydrate to, and that was a big thing too. And most people thought Floyd say you the best, you good enough to fight Pacquiao how he come. And all of a sudden you pull a you decide a drug style out your ass. All of a sudden, he come on, but none of the other opponents had to do it. Most people deemed him scared, and I think that was an accurate depiction. Jeremy, what's going on? Dallas in the house. It's the playoff losers in the house. Did they lose to the 49ers in the house? Matthew Stafford in the house. I was mad when Stafford won, but shout out to Stafford doing your thing. Niggas they credit the Detroit Rams. That's why I was mad. Mad Dog, hey, salute. My boy, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you listen on Spotify, follow me on YouTube, Goodfella TV. Goodfella_TV 313 on Twitch, Goodfella TV podcast on Spotify and Anchor. You can listen to this about 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. You can find me everywhere. You hit this Linktree app. It's also in the description. I'll say y'all remember all that rah-rah Floyd did about Tess, but he was the only one to fail one of WC in Vegas. Well, I don't know how true that was. That's allegedly. I don't know how true that was. Hey, I ain't getting into that. You're going to have Floyd looking for me. You said I couldn't read. You said that this and that. I'm suing you. Nah, I ain't say that, Floyd. I ain't say none of that. I always heard that, but you're gonna have Floyd, pulling on my ankles and shit, pulling my socks down, looking for me. Quan 43, what's going on, man? Quan, you be in there, daddy be in there showing you be putting them hands on people, bro. Subscribe to Quan channel, man. I be damn. Quan be beating up the little Mexican and white kids and shit. I don't never see beat up no other black kids, man. Floyd Mayweather. Like last year, a couple years ago, he hit the Mexican kids so hard, bro. I think like, stop, hold on. I'm like, woo, you hit me like that, I'm going to get my gun, G. Yeah, look, Quan got some pop. Shout out your pops, man. I seen him take you to the Heat games and stuff, man. Get an education, man. It's the number one thing. Leave these white women alone. Even if there's no edge, are you telling me you turn? No, hell no, man. But Al Heyman got final say so. That's what it is. He said a Carter High School movie called Carter High. So it's on Netflix. I'm about to just check that out tonight. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on, y'all. Listen to this message.
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, you got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's a rookie. Dog Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there. $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, if you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new.
All right, my bad. Here we go. Make sure use the bathroom. Make sure the dogs was A-okay. I think it was his squeaky toy Sunday. He was crying. He said, I'm gonna check that out. He said it's called Carter High. It's on Netflix. Hey, yo, that 30 for 30 was cold-blooded, boy. Y'all crazy, man. Real talk, hold on. Let me put that in my suggested movie watching list. Hold on. Good, I'll put that in. So I gotta watch Peacemaker. I think it might be the season finale, bro. Boba Fett season finale, man. I'm like, only 7 episodes? I was ready to cry, bro. But it is what it is. It was good, though. He said, I can't blame killing on drill. Nope. I always thought, Sly Tennessee said, I always thought that Manny was on something. It's against my religion to draw blood. I ain't saying that he wasn't on nothing. I wasn't thinking he wasn't on nothing. I'm just saying, all of a sudden, you pull out your ass. I agree with him. But it may have been done to Doug Pack. I think drugs is good for the sport. Plus, everyone knows Pack was allegedly on. Yeah, true. It was good for the sport. Floyd got a lot of TUEs, therapeutic use essential for IVs, and his hands definitely not the same as juicing. But it's interesting. When they saying that he used to shoot xylocaine up his hands, to numb the pain from breaking his hands. Yeah, therapeutic exemptions is different. And also was a big thing about when he fought Pacquiao, how he wouldn't let Pacquiao use like a painkiller get a shot in his shoulder. But who the hell knows that's true? That was rumors going on. He said half out loud. Oh yeah, he'd be like, man, I'm not you, brother. You. Yeah, I was like, he hit the nigga so hard, I turned it off, bro. I said, I can't watch no kid get hit that hard, even if it's by another kid. He got natural thump, bro. Especially in that backhand. He's a natural puncher. To be fair, a lot of boxers do it. AJ Wilder, tons of fighters, therapeutic exemptions. Arum Peterson had to do was get a therapeutic exemption, and he wouldn't have lost his WBA belt. Yep. All he had to do was verse Khan. He had some situation where I'm not gonna go into. When you sign a vital drug testing paper, they ask you all of that, bro. No matter how embarrassing it is, your medical records are sealed, and he should. All Loma had to do was get a therapeutic exemption. He still would have been champion. Floyd's foster dad had a company that works with hormones. Foster dad? Where you get a foster dad from? Where's all this coming from? I ain't even know he was a foster. Hey man, I'm like, where I be getting this from, bro? Like, and I don't hear no one. It ain't gonna come from me. Good for the sports TV. Not allowed in my gym. I was never allowed, Floyd. But hey, I'll keep the accusations off my page. I don't need no nigga pulling my socks down looking for me. Means a lot of them dudes was on something, covered up. I mean, hey, big money. I like it. Come on. I don't like to categorize everybody, but like I said, some of the stuff that's on the ban list, bro, you can literally go buy a GNC and you wouldn't think no harm wasn't having it. I think he's talking about the wife family Floyd stayed with for a little. When? I don't know enough about Nick's family. Like, I don't know about Nick's not playing, but I got any other questions, man? I got a couple more minutes, but overall, we talked about Devin Haney and Lomachenko situation. How Haney now wouldn't do whatever it do, but the WBO mandated it. Talks about how Team Benavidez trying to save face on Twitter, and talked about Thurman and a whole bunch of other random stuff that we didn't plan on talking about. But at the same time, it is what it is, bro. That fight, just wonder what Pacquiao said. You know what? I drug test you. I drug test right away. I mean, what they would have fought, would they would have continued to put it up? I think they would have put it up. I don't think Floyd think he could have beat Pacquiao, and the Pacquiao that he beat, it wasn't the same as old boy that stopped Haddon and beat up on De La Hoya, even though those he had already beat Haddon and Floyd, but it wasn't the same, bro. Like I said before, always would have been nice to see Floyd and Pacquiao fight in 2009. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Floyd always say the names. I beat 35 this world champion. But shit, it was a predominantly 4-belt era, most of your career, bro. So also, there's a lot of guys you did fight, bro. A lot of brothers we go through the ranking system that you ain't want to see, and Pacquiao did too. A couple Pacquiao world titles wasn't major world titles; they wasn't even secondary titles. It was US NBC belts and stuff of that nature. So it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. A lot of these dudes claiming that they was the best, but they ain't even fight the best of that era. Muhammad Ali literally fought everybody, bro. And then the nigga that Ali that didn't fight, we can't think of that mattered. Sugar Ray Robinson fought everybody. All these dudes, even Jack Dempsey and Tooney and these guys. Joe Louis, man, considered, pound for pound, like maybe because he heavyweight the greatest puncher. They fought everybody. Win, lose, or draw. Undefeated don't make you the greatest. Don't make you the best. Fernando Lopez is undefeated. So Floyd liked him so much. He said, is there Stevenson requesting drug testing for Oscar Wilder? I don't know. You got to ask him. He think that's going to be an easy fight. Man, unifications ain't easy. He better take that. He better train for that fight like he depend on it. Somebody that's scary is dangerous. Somebody that y'all think is scared is dangerous, bro. You want to know why scary fighters are dangerous? Because once they start to gain confidence, say, man, this ain't that bad. He don't hit that hard. As soon as they gain confidence, man, they invincible. They like Mario with the star. They dangerous, bro. I'm probably gonna be the only person saying this. Valdez is a dangerous fight for him, bro. Valdez can punch. Valdez is learning to box, use lateral movement, and Valdez can always fight on the front foot. If Valdez can put all that together, he got a chance. If I had to put this on the meter, I say this is a 60-40 fight in Shakur Stevenson favor. Only reason I can't go 70, 80, 90, 100, 99%, and 99.9% in Shakur favor is just because that Shakur just don't got the experience. And I hold experience in high regard, honestly, bro. If you ask the questions, I hold experience is very, very important, bro. You know, everybody need experience. And if Stevenson able to get the experience, bro, and grow into his body, he gonna be damn. But Valdez, you know, you say what you want to say about Valdez. He can fight. I used to love watching Valdez fight when he was at 26. He could fight. And one thing about Valdez, he fought with a broken jaw. He tough. He could take a shot. And say what you want to say about his drug history. So be it. If Stevenson ain't taking tests, that's on Stevenson. If Stevenson ain't taking no tests, shit, that's on his fault. They give money not taking the test, man. Hey, I can't complain about it. Get drug testing in there for a reason. I say Archie Moore, Henry Armstrong, all-time greats. Archie, Henry, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, one of the greatest fighters of all time. All great fighters, all somewhere most people top 10. Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis. A lot of y'all like Lennox Lewis as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. I don't see it, but he's a good fighter. I wouldn't say it to Lennox face. Ain't you the dude that said, nah, that wasn't me, bro. You got the wrong man.
Good googly moogly.
What was the first thing I said to you?
Yeah, I don't even remember. Lennox a big guy. I'm like, whoop, whoop. You behind, bro. Benavidez, I responded. He's fighting Lemieux and Andrade. Come on, man. You believe that, bro. You believe they going to let him cross the street, you smoking crack. If he do, I tip my hat to him. Because he showed that the sides of the streets are mythical. He's saying one thing. What is Al Heyman saying? What is Samson Tulowitzki saying? Come on. He said that he'll fight. He said he will fight Demetrius. His trainer came out. His promoter came out and said, we need more money to fight Andrade than we get for Canelo Alvarez. What changed? Oh, I take the 7 now. Come on, man. Al Heyman going to let you take the 7 because Charlo couldn't take the same 7. Charlo couldn't take the same 7. I'm telling you, it's going to be some type of caveat there. Don't sleep on David Lemieux putting his lights out neither. That's no disrespect to David Benavidez. If Lemieux can punt, if Lemieux catch him, man, it's going to be, if he can take Lemieux shot, I believe he got a chance versus anybody, including better BF. But I don't worry about what the fighter say. The promoter said what was on his heart. Something on my heart. Something in my heart. He said what he said on his heart. What changed now? What changed? We knew Benavidez would take 7. But his promoter said, no, Al Heyman know what he doing. If you believe that, bro, okay, hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. Valdez never separated himself from guys he fought, and he was in a lot of wars. And because he never was challenged, bro. He should have been allowed to unify with Leo Santa Cruz, bro. He should have been allowed to unify with whoever the hell else was champions, Gary Russell. But apparently he would have priced himself out. So, like I said before, shout out to Becky Hammond, Hamma. You believe in what these niggas saying, bro. Eddie Hearn ain't entertaining that. Now you lost your chance. I like to see the fight. Shakur Stevenson can't leave the fight in judge's hand. Yeah, anytime you fighting in old Mexico, man. Mexico, Arizona, what is it, Texas, Southern California. Hell no. And it ain't even that he can't afford to leave it in the judge's hands and get robbed. He can't afford no dual performance, man. He got to build on what he did versus Jamel Herring. If he planning on being a star in America, man, don't nobody want to see that hit and get hit shit on the casual level. He has to be exciting, bro. And not necessarily, he got to stop this guy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That performance he had with the African cop, Jeremiah Nicotana, that's fighting Burchett in March, I think it is. He can't have that performance, bro. He consistently has to at least get fans behind him, then go into Floyd Mayweather mode. And he showed the ability to, to punch. I mean, to be exciting and punch and all that. So, like I said before, he gotta make a statement. He need a couple knockdowns, or he just need one of them bucket. But Oscar Valdez ain't gonna go down easy, bro. He ain't gonna go down easy, bro. He ain't never been stopped. He finished the fight and won with a broken jaw. So let's just say that. Not like he been stopped and dropped on the floor so many times. It ain't an easy fight. Al Haymon don't want to do no business with Andrade again after what happened with the Andrade and Jermell Charlo. Yep, and also his arch enemy Jay-Z jumped in there too. I forgot what they said. Why did him and Jay-Z arguing, fighting again? Something about Beyonce. How many old fighters was on steroids? Probably a lot of them. It is what it is. Probably a lot of them. When they tested for, he said, "You know what, man? This dude is out. This dude is. He ain't even Pacquiao wasn't even taking no deep breaths." I'm like, damn. He had me scared. I didn't even have to fight him. You know, you see him training. I'm like, damn. I said, this nigga Pacquiao in his prime. Welterweight, bro was throwing a billion punches. I would have been scared too. And they said he was hitting like bricks. He was moving up, not gaining an ounce of water weight on his waist. Moving up pure muscle. Everybody's underestimating him because he would be small from the waist up. But if you look at Manny Pacquiao legs, man, shit, man. Hey, only welterweight going right now that had a chance for his prime Pacquiao, bro. It's only, I'm not going to accuse the young guys yet because I don't know what they're going to do. But the only guys who had a chance for his prime welterweight out of the contenders and champions is Ugas and Terrence Crawford. They're the only niggas who had a chance, bro. Maybe Spence. Them only three I can say that had a chance. And I can't guarantee that none of them would have won. Look at his old man leg, bro. Look at that. You know, that's where true power comes from. That Cuban style gonna get Pacquiao fits regardless, bro. That's just the name of it. Thurman he just wind up too much. So yeah, but them three fighters, I would just bet. I would bet my house on. I gotta wait to see what Ennis Ortiz kind of being. Maybe Amir Khan. He said he would, but man, if Amir Khan fight Pacquiao with 8, so man. We must, man, come on. We know he getting knocked out. He fight Pacquiao with 8-ounce gloves on with no headgear on. He taking Amir Khan to church, bro.
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
Yeah, he putting Amir Khan to sleep. He can make in that bed. He a pack was nonstop. Mayweather to beat him, I would have been impressed. I'd have been impressed. At that time, I'd have been there. All right, you know what? He definitely one of the greatest fighters I've seen ever. Because Pacquiao, they built that fight up how many years? Floyd retired, came back. Then he got mad when he retired and came back while Pacquiao was number 1. Yeah, he retired from 2007 December to like the middle of 2009. Remember that? Because remember the Marquez fight got rescheduled because allegedly Lamont Peterson broke his ribs. That's when that division was at its highest. Paul Williams, Margarito, Carlos Katana. Who else there? Miguel Cotto was a machine there. Shane Mosley was younger. Yeah, Miguel Cotto was the one that that's the fight to make outside of Pacquiao at that time. But we all know what happened. Miguel Cotto was training with his uncle. That's the best Miguel Cotto, bar none. When Miguel Cotto uncle had the nigga training in hot ass gyms and staying in roach coach hooker motels, that's when Miguel Cotto was in his. That's when he was at his best, bro. When he left his uncle, man, he never was the same fighter. Even because or after or before the Margarito fight, man. When Miguel Cotto was on his uncle ran his camp, Miguel Cotto was at his best. When Miguel Cotto wanted to do what he wanted to do and train himself, that's when Miguel Cotto went down. But yeah, you know, because he retired for like a year after the Haddon fight, and he ducked the division, was hot as Floyd, came back versus Marquez, blew off the catch weight, fought Shane, Victor Ortiz, Miguel Cotto, Guerrero. So yeah, it is what it is, bro. I'd always like to see him do that. It was supposed to be July. It was supposed to happen July. Yeah, okay. And then it happened. September 19th, 2009. So yep. Like he had a little setback with his ribs, or largely Lamont Peterson did it, and Like I said before, man. Rest in peace to Omar Henry. Used to give Floyd some good work. Remember the Paul Salvador destroying Floyd Mayweather in sparring? That's still on video. That's the rumor why he don't let people record sparring. Paul Salvador obliterated his ass in sparring. Y'all, they say Spence beat him up. I think that's after Floyd got out of jail. Paul Salvador tamed a prime young hungry lion Floyd. Paul Salvador just, I think he got in some trouble with drugs and stuff. But Paul Salvador used to be, he never fought Paul because Paul has some issue with Paul. But this sparring though, Paul Salvador gave Floyd a boxing lesson. That's why they say Floyd don't allow no cameras. You can watch that. They probably got that shit in 4K these days. They probably got that at They probably got that in HD. I ain't gonna. He gave Floyd a boxing lesson, boy. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. He beat the hell out of Floyd. They got whole sparring up too. Yep. You probably get it in 4K now. Paul Salvador, man, he would have stayed off that shit. But appreciate y'all, man. If you listen to me on YouTube, you can find me on Twitch as well. Goodfella_TV313. You can find me on Spotify and Anchor Podcast and Goodfella TV Podcast. If you hit the link tree, link in the description under you find me everywhere. You can find me everywhere once you click that link. If you want to financially continue to support the show, Cash App, $CJ Good313, Venmo, CJ Good313, PayPal link in the description. All that's in the description and some of it rolling at the bottom of the screen. If you're watching on Spotify, listening to on Spotify or Anchor Podcast, you can follow me at YouTube, Goodfella TV. You hit the link, find me everywhere else. You can listen to this episode ad-free in the morning around 10 a.m. tomorrow. Ad-free on Spotify, Goodfella TV Podcast, and on Anchor, Goodfella TV Podcast. Listen to me over there. Ad-free and help me get accepted to other podcasts like Apple and Google Podcasts or Spreaker. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.